I should probably get some scratchy paper. Scratchy paper and a pen or a pencil. Fucking hair in my mouth. And it's my own hair from my mustache. And I gotta tie up my beard in order to stop getting so much food in it. You know what I'm eating? If it's messy,
I noticed it was all tied up.
Yeah, it was because for my eggplant was a little messy, so.
Uh,
I don't know. I keep thinking I should shave, but I keep stopping myself.
This was a big mistake. Kind of a joke, really.
I'm like, don't do it. Okay, so you guys have recently defeated some poo monsters and a sewage engineer.
yes.
And the dwarf has gone off to cleanse himself after being all filled with poo. He was all pooed up, and so he left.
Pooey bastard.
I do not want to know what happened.
You don't want to know.
That actually gives a shit about me. Okay, Jerry, get a hold of yourself. I mean, who dumped 10 more feet today?
And you guys are currently at a tavern called the Rec Room.
Okay, but I need ibuprofen.
The rec room.
The Rec Room. It's a large wooden stone tavern. It's got rooms available for sleeping if people need to sleep and stuff. It's got a large bar, a lot of tables, and there's a lot of rough type characters like cavorting about, drinking and such, and having a jolly good time.
Okay.
What are you guys gonna do?
Am I still covered in poo?
No.
Okay.
Now, with the one shot, everything resets.
Reset. Stop.
Yeah, the experiences are still the same. Like, you still fought the poo thing, but at the beginning of each episode, it's a complete reset.
Okay. Level-wise, did we go up any? I still got him on 1, so.
What are you, John? Are you still on?
I'm still at 1. I mean, I figured a couple of poo monsters didn't give me, too much.
They didn't give you too much. You guys are still first level.
Okay.
But probably after tonight, you'll probably need to upgrade those one-shot guys to second level.
Yay.
And I will let Tammy know to do the same.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, no, you've got no poo on you. You are poo free.
I am poo free.
You're poo free.
Well, I'm gonna drink some because I'm still upset that I got covered in poo helping this wizard guy out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna drink. What do they got? I look for a bar wench, like a cute one.
The cutest one is only kind of cute, and she's walking by with a tray full of these steins, and she looks a little harried. Not hairy, but harried.
Oh, okay. I say service here. Need service.
Can I eat the ham sandwich or will I get sick?
What do you want?
I want you to change my oil. I mean, I want an ale.
Ale? Do you want elf ale, or dwarf ale, or halfling ale?
Ale is what I asked for, yes.
I'll have an elf.
You'll have an elf ale? Okay, one elf ale, and what will you have, sir?
Same I will, yes. Same.
Okay, 2 elf ales. I'll be right back. And she runs off behind the bar.
Does she have a cute butt?
It's all right. It's kind of lumpy, but you know, out of all the butts that in this place, you know, of like the barmaids, like it's probably the cutest.
Little cushion for the pushing.
Yeah.
You are the most beautiful girl in the room.
Okay.
In the whole wide room.
As she brings your ales back,
Mhm.
into the inn, the rec room, the tavern, walk. There's a few hooded figures. You know, not like deviously hooded. You know, a lot of people wear hoods. But there's like 4 of them, and they come in. You know, they kind of come in together, but they kind of like spread out. Like one of them goes and sits at the bar. As he sits, he like, you know, shifts his cloak, and you can see that he's packing a sword. One of them goes and sits at an empty table, like in the corner. Another one stands by the fire, where there's like a dwarf telling a story about like some gemstone that he had like managed to wrestle from the jaws of a ancient white dragon in the desert. And ding. And the other one just kind of like stands like amidst the people, like in the center. Like as people are bustling about.
Hmm.
Do they seem sketchy and nervous?
They seem sketchy. I wouldn't say they seem nervous, but if you want to roll an insight check, you can certainly do that.
Yeah, let's see what I
Are we
have
not
on
doing roll 20? Are we going to roll actual dice tonight?
No, you can still use roll 20 for rolling dice, but I mean, I really didn't have time to set up a thing.
Will it open for me?
It should
I'm-
open for you.
I'm in there.
Yeah, Chuck's in there. There's
Inside
like an,
plus
there's
5.
like an empty inn, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, I got plus 5 of my insight. What is that? Wisdom?
yeah, insight is a wisdom check.
Alright, that's a 10, so I guess that's, no, that's a 16.
Okay. They don't seem nervous. Definitely.
I didn't roll yet. I was just
Oh.
saying what my wisdom was.
Oh,
Too
sorry.
many papers.
Gotcha.
Hold on.
What was that first roll? We had that first roll was an 18.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize I clicked on that.
Yeah, I'll count that because I already said that they don't seem nervous. They definitely seem sketchy.
Okay.
You also notice that the one that was at the bar, he doesn't seem to be ordering a drink, but he is talking to the bartender very, like, you know, like in a low tone, like you can't make out what he's saying, but the bartender looks kind of interested, and the bartender seems like he might be actually a little nervous.
Okay, so they're either I'm gonna think they're probably bounty hunters at this point or cops, local Leos or whatever.
We're cops.
Send more cops.
Send more bounty hunters. All right, so what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna turn to Kagray and say, "Cover my back, you must." And I'm gonna start to mosey my way over to the bar.
Okay. Now, you don't pick up on the same stuff that Kagray has picked up on, unless you also want to roll an insight. I mean, you can still do that, but I'm just saying you don't have
Well,
the same.
I did notice them coming in, right?
Yeah.
And they were all hooded, and they looked like trouble. We noticed, you know, he was adjusting his sword and stuff.
Yeah. No, they definitely look like they might be trouble.
Okay. I just didn't realize whether or not he looked nervous, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I go up, and then because Coda doesn't really talk like Yoda. He just chooses to.
Okay.
And so he breaks out of this, and he says, "Phil! Phil!" Yelling at the guy at the bar, the hooded figure at the bar.
Okay. He. Okay. He looks at you, and you can see like underneath his hood, he's got like he's like all like unshaved and stuff, and like all gristly looking and stuff. He's got a big scar like running down like through his eye, like in like a badass kind of way.
Mm.
His eye seems undamaged, but like he's got the big scar, like and
Right.
he's just like, "I'm not Phil, gnome. You're drunk. Go back to your table."
I ignore him completely and say, "Phil, what happened to your eye, Phil? What's up? What did you do? Mary's not gonna like that."
"You've obviously mistaken me for someone else. It would behoove you to leave me alone and go back to your table."
What are the others doing?
They're looking towards the commotion.
I said, "Hoof nothing, Phil. It's me, Jimmy. What the hell? I ain't no horse. I ain't got no hooves."
How close am I to one of the others?
You're pretty close to the one that was standing in the middle of the room.
Okay. If need be, he's going to be my first target.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for the input.
If you don't leave me alone right now, I'm gonna gut you.
"What are you talking about? You're gonna gut me? What's all this gutting shit?"
Okay. Yeah. Roll initiative.
Boom. Ooh, 13. Not a great one.
Oof. Better than me, I got 11.
Okay. He is pulling his sword as if he's going to attack you with it, but you have initiative, Coda. What are you gonna do?
I am going to. See, I'm not crafty enough yet. I'm probably getting a little over my head. I am. See, he didn't really start stuff, so I don't want to kill him just quite yet until I know his intention is evil. But you know what? What do I do if I just want to try to like disarm him? Being that I'm a monk. I mean, if I just use like martial arts to try to disarm him, will that work?
Kung Fu his ass.
You can try to make a called shot, like on his on his weapon hand. And using 5e rules, I'm not sure what the rules for a called shot are. I mean, I think it's mostly like house ruled kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For the moment, I'm going to house rule that it's just going to be at a disadvantage, and you need to beat his armor class by at least 2.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, like, you
All right.
still might hit him, but knocking the weapon out of his hand just may be a little more difficult.
Okay. All right. So
And of course, as usual, you can also choose to, you can also choose to make it non-lethal damage that you're dealing.
Right.
Okay, so go for it.
All right. So I just rolled a 17 and a 15. So I guess I got my 15. Right? I'm at a disadvantage for disarming.
Yep. Okay. And you do beat his armor class by 2.
All right.
And that might be too easy. We'll have to see how I feel about that house rule.
Okay.
That one's not set in stone. But you do knock the sword out of his hand. So he pulls his sword out, and you have knocked it out of his hand. And you can also inflict some damage there. Your what do you call it?
My 15 hits with my.
Yes.
Okay. So that would be a. Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take that back. That should be a 13. I put a +4. It should only be a +2. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, you hit him. He still has his sword then.
Okay. Did I at least hit his sword hand?
No, you punched him in the chest.
All right. Well, I might as well. Okay, so that's 4 points of damage.
Okay.
We'll just keep it at that because the shit started. Oh well.
He's like, ah. Now, as he was pulling his sword, Kagura, you definitely noticed that the other guys also seem to be like gearing up to try to attack the gnome or stop the gnome or something. What the hell is
Where's your
that?
dice? You don't need your
Right there.
dice?
See this roll 20.
Sounded like a motorcycle went through Chucky's living room.
I know.
Left side. Top of the fridge.
Like a bat out of hell.
It's real fun when the cops come roaring by.
Mm.
Where's the little guy?
Yeah, somewhere.
Okay, so Kagura, what are you doing?
Try to disarm the one closest to me.
There's only one purple.
And the purples are in there.
Which one do you need?
Just whatever.
Just grab a handful?
Yeah. Yeah, what am I doing again?
You need like one of each?
Just trying to disarm that guy.
Okay, the guy that's standing in the middle of the room?
Yeah.
Okay, how are you trying to disarm him? What are you doing?
My sword, flat of the blade on his hand reaching for the sword.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, go for it. Roll at a disadvantage, so that's 2 die rolls, and you're going to keep the lowest. Probably that.
The 5.
The green one's okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
Are they all together?
Yeah. That's good.
You want a different color set?
Okay, you miss him. We'll start with the first one. The first one that was talking to Coda. He's just like, you fool! And swings his sword at you. Where's my dudes? Where's my bros at? Does an 18 hit you?
18?
Yes.
Yeah. I was hoping I heard wrong and you said 8.
Where's your little punch special set?
Not sure. It might be up there.
He did 4 points of damage.
Oof.
You don't need it to remember.
Okay, the one that Kagura swung at, he's also lunging at you, Mr. Gnome. He didn't even realize Kagura missed so badly that he didn't even realize that he was being attacked by him.
Oh,
He swings at you and misses. He takes out a chunk of the arm of it.
Oh my goodness.
The one in the corner, he does lunge for Kagura. And he's probably going to miss. Does a 7 hit your armor class, Kagura?
No, I got a 15.
Okay. And the one by the fire pulls a dagger out and throws it at Kagura. and he's got a 13. And you said your armor class is what?
15.
Okay. He misses you, and he nicks the ear of like a passing by like half orc who's just like, "Hey!"
Well, hopefully the half orc just joined our side.
Okay. What is Coda doing? We're back to Coda.
Hi.
Hi, Mallory. What's the matter?
Don't know.
You have a bad dream?
Yeah.
Let's go lay in Mommy and Daddy's bed. Want to lay in Mommy and Daddy's bed? No? Gonna sit away from Mommy? Okay.
Aw.
You got headphones on? Can she hear me?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, I say, Phil, what's with these swords and shit, Phil? And then I take my quarterstaff and I swing it at him two-handed.
Okay.
That's a 13. Not. I gotta adjust that. I'm sorry.
No worries. That hits him.
Okay, cool. All right, and then that would be 9 points.
Okay. Are you still trying to deal non-lethal damage?
Yes. Yes, because I still don't know what's going on. So.
Okay. He drops to the ground. What does it look like when you knock this guy out?
What do you do? You just got up out of bed and came on the couch?
He just falls to the ground. He's the and just falls to the ground.
Okay.
What's the matter?
His eyes roll back his head and all that, just tweet.
Okay. The other guy that was lunging at you was like, Phil. No. Kagre, what are you doing?
We are going to say
I got my headphones on.
good night to Mallory first. Hold on.
Hi, Mallory.
Hi, Mallory.
Say hi.
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 How
How you doing?
Let's go back to bed, okay?
Good night, sweetie.
Good night, Uncle.
Hi.
Okay, baby. You want to come to Mommy's bed or you want to go to your bed? Oh, it's busy.
Oh,
Hello.
Chuck, he's got earphones on anyway. They wouldn't have heard you. Red says hi to Mallory and Tora.
All right, I'll let them know. They already left the room.
Oh, baby,
Okay.
she's here.
I think it was Red. I think Red already left.
Yeah, she did. She went upstairs.
Red already left. They went upstairs.
Bye-bye.
She's like, what the hell is going on in the next room?
We don't know.
Okay, Kagre, what are you doing?
The guy I initially hit, is he still within range, or is this new guy that swung at me closer?
The guy who just swung at you is closer because the other guy kept going towards Coda.
Right.
He's
All
still
right.
making his way towards the bar. And the other guy that threw the dagger at you is across the room.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to ignore Dagger guy for now, and another.
The bartender starts yelling, "No daggers! No daggers!"
Oh, God. Making my earphones pop out. All right. Give him a swing with my short sword.
Okay.
Bastards.
Okay, you miss him.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to start rolling physical dice. What the hell?
Okay. The one on the floor continues to drool and the goose egg on his head continues to swell. But the other one that lunged at you, he is swinging at you and does a 12 hit your armor class.
Shit, yeah, it ties it.
Okay. He does 3 points of damage.
Damn. Down to 2.
No.
Oh.
Okay, the one by the fireplace.
Just came walked out here on the couch.
Let me do the one by the corner first, the one that's facing off against Kagray. Does a 15 hit your armor class, Kagray?
It's a 15, so I'm going to have to say yes, barely.
Yes. 4 points of damage.
4? Bastard.
4.
That's why I hate being friggin' first level. Alright.
And the one by the fireplace yells something incoherently, because like now it's like there's a commotion, people are starting to run, people are hiding behind chairs and things. But he yells something, and he lunges at a this like skinny dwarf guy who was like sitting like in the other corner.
Alrighty.
That's what he does. He's lunging at this like skinny dwarf guy, and he's just like, "Hey!"
Okay.
And that's going to bring us back to Coda.
All right. I say, Other Phil, what the hell? And I two-hand. No, I'm going to use one hand with my quarterstaff. One hand quarterstaff hit. And yeah, I miss.
Yes, you do.
Okay, and then I'm going to do my martial arts with my free hand.
Okay.
And also miss.
Okay.
Please don't hit me again.
Give me a performance check.
Oof.
I don't even know why I'm looking. What I got, but
It just looks like you're trying to hit this guy and missed.
Okay.
If you rolled something high, I might have been like, it looks like you're just doing like some cool kung fu moves. Like when kung fu guys like do stuff with that, actually hitting somebody to like be intimidating.
Right.
But no, it just looks like you missed him.
Okay.
Okay. Are you gonna move or anything else? Is there anything else you can do this round?
No, that's pretty much it. My martial arts is my bonus action. I mean, I could move, but then he could attack me again. I don't want him to do that. He gets a free attack then, so I might as well just stand my ground.
Okay, Kagray, what are you doing?
How close is that skinny dwarf guy to the dagger thrower?
At the moment, he's pretty close, because the dagger thrower got kind of like he lunged at him and closed the gap.
Alright, I'm going to hate doing this, but I'm going to have to try to get that guy.
The skinny dwarf guy?
Well, protect him, yeah, from the dagger guy. So I'm going to...
Okay.
Not sure where I am in relation to this guy, so...
You're about like 20 feet across the bar from him. Like you can, I mean, he was closing the gap, but he didn't quite get there. You can easily like get in between them.
All right.
If that's what you want to do.
That's what I want to do. I know that guy will have a free shot at me, but still have the...
Okay. All right. So as you're moving, the guy does take his free shot at you, and does an 8 hit your armor class?
No.
Well, then you have nothing to fear.
Very good.
Okay. So you do get in between them. What are you going to do?
Nothing.
Were you swinging at the cloaked guy?
That would be a 7 with a swing, so...
Okay.
So if anything, at least I alerted him, tried to attack. At least I alerted the guy that, hey, no. Gotta try and stop that.
You miss him, and he's like, "You fool!" And he's going to swing at you. Does a 22 hit your armor class?
Whoa.
No. Yes.
You take 4 points of damage.
Oh, God, I'm down to 3. All right.
Okay. The other guy who was next to you, he goes chasing after the dwarf, and he swings at the dwarf and misses. The guy who was fighting Coda. Does an 11 hit your armor class, Coda?
Oh, no.
Okay. He swings his short sword at you and misses.
Okay.
Okay, we are now back at the top of the order, but Coda, you are no longer there. Skinny dwarf guy is there.
What? Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
He's in the initiative now. Okay.
Now he's in the initiative, yep. Okay, skinny dwarf guy. He says, yoinks! And he pulls a hammer out from behind his back and hits the other guy that was lunging at him. Not the guy that's facing off against Kagre right now, but the other guy. He hits him, and he hits him hard. And that was the middle guy's fighting you. So that was the guy that had been in the corner. Okay, the guy who was in the corner goes down.
Boom.
And he is just like unconscious. And the dwarf guy starts running towards the door. And he's like, "Ah!" Okay, Coda.
All right, I'm going to swing at this guy again. Come on, dice. Come on, magic computer dice. Give me something good. And I'm going to use my my quarterstaff again, one-handed. There we go. That's better.
Okay, that hits.
All right. That'll be 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to take my bonus action martial arts strike.
All right. Ooh.
Not natural, not natural.
But still, you hit him.
Yes. Okay. And that would be another 4 points.
Okay. He says, stop hitting me. Why? Why are you hitting me?
Trying to kill me, Phil. What the hell?
Okay, that's going to bring me back to them. He's just like, I'll hit you back. Does a 12 hit your armor class?
Fuck. Yes.
You take 2 points of damage.
I'm down. I'm 0.
You are at 0 hit points.
I said, Phil, stop hitting me. Oh.
Okay. The guy who's facing off against Kagre, he swings at Kagre, and does a 20 hit your armor class?
Yes.
You take 4 points of damage.
-1.
No! You guys are both unconscious. You guys have backup? Do you guys have backup characters?
No.
I'm not ready.
Okay.
If you want, I can dig someone up real quick that I have pre-rolled.
All right. The world goes dark. You wake up a short time later on the floor of the bar. There's like beer in your face, like somebody splashed beer in your faces.
Nice.
And the one guy, he seems to be breathing. The guy that the skinny dwarf hit with the hammer, he seems to be breathing, but he is still unconscious. The guy with the huge knot on his head, like once you wake up, Coda, he like picks you up by like this scruffle, like whatever. Are you wearing like a robe, or are you like walking around with like a shirt?
Yeah,
Like,
just a shirt.
on?
Yeah, I'm not monkey clothed. Yeah, I'm just regular.
Okay.
Yeah.
He picks you up by his shirt, and he's just like, "You fools! You let him escape!"
Who's him, Phil?
Ugh. And he just like drops you on the floor. He looks over at the other guy, and he's just like, he's like, "Johnny, is Teddy gonna be okay?" And he's like, I don't know, man. He's pretty out of it. I mean, he's gonna live, but he might not be able to remember his name. He's like, oh, damn him. And Kagre, like, you also have come too.
Okay.
And the other guy, like the guy that you were fighting, he's just like looking down at you, the guy that hit you, and he's just like, get up, give me a reason to hit you again.
I just give him a dead man stare.
I say, what's going on, Phil? What was all this shit?
He's like, that guy was Ludre. We've been tracking him down for weeks. We almost had him, and you guys had to interfere. What's with that? Are you in league with him?
No.
Do we need to take you to the pokey?
We have no idea who he is.
So why were you helping him? I want answers, elf.
Who are you?
That guy was Teddy. And that guy was Johnny. He says, my name is Freddy. And me and my brothers have been tracking him for quite a while.
Why?
He's a killer and a thief. There was quite a bounty on his head back in Old Town.
Bounty hunters.
I say, so you're not Phil?
I'm not Phil. I'm Freddy.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Phil. Well, maybe we could help you find him. I'm sorry. I feel real terrible about this whole thing.
How the hell are you going to help us find him? You guys couldn't even take us out.
Well, there's 4 of you.
And there were 3 of you since you were helping him.
We were not helping him. We didn't even know he was even your target.
So why did you get involved?
I got involved because you attacked my friend.
Because your friend's an annoying short elf person.
He's a gnome, but yes, he is annoying sometimes.
Fuck you. I'm standing right fucking here.
He says, Skippy, did anyone outside happen to see anything? And the other guy, the guy that had taken no damage, is just like, no one saw anything. He must have hidden as soon as he got outside. He must have run. He's pretty crafty, that guy. Especially if he got these fools to help him without even knowing that they were helping him.
Well, look, I could have killed you. I mean, but I didn't. So I don't know. Sorry. I feel bad.
You should.
I do.
The only reason we didn't kill you is because it was kind of obvious that you guys weren't trying to kill us.
Okay.
I was sorely tempted after you both went down, though. I was sorely tempted just to stick my dagger in your eyeball.
Well, I really appreciate it because I was not prepared with another character, and that would have sucked.
If the bartender hadn't said no daggers, I would have daggered your eyeball. Teddy sits up a little bit, and he's just like, Johnny says, we don't have much time before he's able to get out of town. He may have tried to hole up at the local thieves guild. We're really not gonna have time. We can't raid the place.
Well, can we be of any assistance? I feel really terrible that I messed your shit up.
Let me try to track him at least.
You can try. I'm almost positive he's probably going to hide out at the Thieves Guild. They'll probably try to smuggle him out. He is a member. Maybe if you could somehow gain access to the Thieves Guild. I don't know, pretend you're thieves. We would try it, but they know who we are.
Yeah, I can do that.
You'll have to come up with a convincing story. Because I don't
Okay.
have one to give you.
I'm not good at thieving, Chucky. You got anything? I mean, I'm short. I'm little. I could just say that I won't be a thief. I want to join you guys. I'm quick like that.
Well, it's a chapter of the 11 Fingers Thief Guild. They're
11
currently
fingers.
operating out of a mercantile about 4 blocks east of here. If you want to try and track him, Ranger, and see if he perhaps went there. I mean, it's a busy city. It's a busy town here we're in. I don't know how well you'd be able to track him, but you're certainly welcome to try. But we're pretty sure he's at that local mercantile.
Okay.
It's O'Nell's Mercantile. But as I said, it's a cover for the 11 Fingers Thieves Guild.
All right. Well, look, Cagray, he
Yes.
saw you, but he might have not seen me at the bar. So maybe I'll try to get in, see if I can get some intel.
Sure. And if you did see me, I was trying to help him, so...
Right.
He's like, I mean, we'll keep a watch on the mercantile from from hiding. If you can either flush him out or perhaps capture him, that would be good. I would probably recommend trying to capture him inside the Thieves Guild because, well, you'll probably die.
Yeah.
They're not going to pull their punches like we did.
Right. Okay. So I'm awake, but I'm still like at what, 1 hit point, I guess, being that I'm awake.
I'm going to say that once you guys have come to, I'm going to go ahead and house rule this at the moment for this session. You guys are back at full.
Okay. All right. So we had a nice long rest
Yes.
on the bar floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And back to wherever they took us.
They just left you guys where you fell, but they eventually woke you up to try to figure out the hell's going on.
Right. Okay.
Teddy is now standing and kind of walking in a circle. Yeah, I'm a Goomba Booga. Oh. Skippy's like, I don't know if he'll ever be right.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna try to go over to this. What was it? The mercantile?
The mercantile. O'Nell's.
O'Nell's.
O'Nell's Mercantile.
O'Nell's. All right. All right. So Cagray, how you want to do this? I'm gonna try to get into O'Nell's and see what I can find. I'm thinking maybe I'll try to use a cover that I just got to town and let's see. There's bounty hunters in town. Yeah, I'll say there's bounty hunters in town. They're on the other side of town, and I felt being a thief from Melbourne. Write that down. Melbourne. I just made that up off the top of my head, but I was seeking refuge. So.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start heading to O'Nell's.
Okay. While he's doing that, I'm going to go outside the inn and see if I can find any tracks which way this guy went, just in case.
Okay. It is The street's definitely too muddy and messed up. I mean, there's way too many tracks.
Right.
But give me a perception check first.
What happens if I get called in before a congressional committee?
16.
Okay. You notice that he was wearing like boots with like big heels on them, and you kind of like got an idea of like what his gait was like. He's kind of like an awkward. What the hell is that? He kind of had an awkward gait. All right, so now give me a wisdom check.
Okay. Do 16.
Disney version of a congressional committee. You're gonna get downtown questions. You'll catch murders and shit. There's gonna be grandstanding.
There's too much mud.
Yeah.
With that 3. What was the bonus for your wisdom?
Plus 3, so 5. 6.
It's way too muddy. Like you see a couple of you're able to make out his prints to the front of the bar,
Right.
and then it looks like he kind of turned left and then turned right, like to try to figure out where to go.
Right.
And then like as he walked into like where there's more traffic, like you just lose his like tracks altogether.
Okay.
Okay, that changes everything.
Well, since I kind of have a clue of what he was wearing, I'm going to, I guess, go up and down the street near the buildings, see if I can pick him up again.
Okay.
Starting with the
looking for
direction he
his
was.
tracks. Coda, what are you doing?
I'm gonna start heading over to O'Neill's.
O'Neill's. Okay, you get to O'Neill's Mercantile. It's not far. It's only a couple of couple of town blocks.
Okay.
And it's like a general store, but there's like another general store nearby that actually looks like it has people going in and out of it, like doing shopping. This one looks pretty run down and ragged. And there's a guy standing outside in leather armor. He's got a short sword at his side, and he's picking his teeth with a piece of wood. He's like sitting there picking his teeth.
Right. I hurriedly walk towards him. I try to purposely look nervous.
Okay.
And I try to look like I'm trying to look inconspicuous.
Okay, give me a performance or deception, whichever would be best. They might be the same unless you picked one of them as a, because I think they're both charisma.
Yeah.
So unless you picked one as a skill, they might be the same.
Okay, that would be a 9. Let me take that off of there because I actually have a -1 on my charisma.
Ouch. Okay. So, before you start talking to him, Kagre, which way are you looking at the moment?
I guess I'm whichever way his tracks was last going, I'm going to assume.
You couldn't tell. Like you saw him like kind of like turn left, turn right, like he didn't know which way to go, and that's where he kind of disappeared.
Right, well, I'm going to continue with the right and see if I can.
Okay, that is up towards O'Neill's.
Okay.
Give me another. You get up a block. Give me another perception check, or another wisdom check. I guess it would be investigation. Give me an investigation. Investigation or perception, whichever is best. I'm making it up as I go along.
I'm going to go with the perception. So what you said, perception?
Yep.
All right.
I'm actually going to look that up. Nobody really tracks anybody. And every time it comes up, I never have it like...
Either way, it sucks.
Okay.
8.
Yeah. If I don't start rolling better, I'm going to start pulling out some dice. Actually, I'm going to get my dice ready. This sucks. This is like what we were rolling the other night, man. This blows.
E-Dice God's not happy.
Mm.
Okay, I'm going to stick with what I'm doing at the moment because
Because it's working out well for you trying to kill us?
no, because there doesn't seem to be any sort of like definitive like tracking rule that I can find quickly. So that's what I'm doing with my tracking. But you do see as Coda approaches the guy standing outside O'Nell's. You see the same guy described to Coda. And Coda looks, all right. So the guy sees you approaching, and he looks at you and he says, "Hey, what's all this then?"
I say, brother, I need refuge.
I'm not your brother. I'm a human. You're obviously some sort of other thing I've never seen before. Are you a halfling?
No. I'm a gnome.
A gnome what?
A gnomish. You know, we work well in the, you know, the skill set we have and we share.
You want to share stuff with me?
This is the chapter of the 11 fingers, is it not?
Shut up, man! Shut up!
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
I'm from the Melbourne Guild.
Melbourne?
The Melbourne chapter.
I've never heard of Melbourne.
It's from over the mountain. There's rangers and bounty hunters afoot. I seek shelter.
I've heard that there were bounty hunters lurking about. Oh, do you know the high sign?
I make up. I just go like that. That's how we do it in Melbourne.
So you just kind of like raise your hands up like that, like.
Yeah, like.
Probably sound more subtle.
Give me a deception check.
I don't want to.
Give me a deception check.
Just tell me it works.
I'll tell you after you give me a deception check.
Okay, it's 15.
Okay. He looks at you kind of weirdly, and he's just like, I don't know what the hell they're doing in Melbourne, but it's wrong. It's just wrong. He's like, go inside, and you can talk to, Mickey, but I wouldn't go any further than the counter if I were you.
Okay.
What was that dwarf's name again?
Brother.
Ludray is what they said his name was.
Okay, I go in.
As you walk in, he's just like shaking his head, like, you know, he's just like, fucking Melbourne. All right, you walk in. There's a few guys. There are two guys kind of standing around. They're drinking like, you know, they're drinking some sort of like whiskey out of like, you know, big glasses. And there's a guy behind the counter. And there's like sacks of like grain and other types of supplies. They all look dusty, like nobody's really bothered to actually stock these shelves in a long time.
Right.
And if they have, they're not rotating the stock.
Right. All right, I go approach the counter.
Okay. The guy at the counter looks at you and he's just like, hey, we'll let you in.
The guy in the front. He said I could come and seek shelter. from the bounty hunters out there.
This is a general store here. You're looking for shelter from bounty hunters?
Yeah.
You want to buy a sack of corn?
Yes. I'm sorry. I
don't have any corn.
I know. Look. Just, the guy said I could come talk to Mickey, and,
I'm Mickey.
Mickey, how you doing? I'm from the Melbourne chapter, and we do things a little, we do things a little differently here. It's the first time in the big city.
I know a bunch of the guys at the Melbourne chapter. Who's the leader there nowadays? Is it still Jimmy the Greek?
Jimmy the Greek? Are you sure you're talking about the Melbourne chapter?
I'm pretty sure I'm talking about the Melbourne chapter. I came up from there.
You did?
That's right.
Well, then you must know Stuart.
Stuart?
Yeah.
I don't remember no Stuart. What's he do there? What's he look like?
He's a little taller than me, and I know that's easy to do for you. But he's a little taller than me, big gray beard, picks his nose a lot.
Oh.
Give me a performance or deception check.
Crap. Come on. Just tell me it works. 3.
Huh. I don't remember Stuart, but so, all right. Why don't you tell me what's going on here? And he looks at one of the other guys, and he says, "Hey Sim, make sure that Knuckles isn't letting anybody else in at the moment, and tell him to make sure nobody approaches." He's like, "So why?" And one of the guys walks out and starts talking to the guy outside. All right, so tell me what's going on here. What's your deal? What's your problem? What's going on? Tell me.
Well,
fill me in. Give me some information.
What's
happening.
I was in the area.
What's the scoop?
I'm trying to tell you. Shut up.
All right. Now, whoa.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm nervous. I'm sorry.
I understand.
I saw there was bounty hunters out there.
Just relax a little.
I think they might be looking at for me. Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, he pours you a shot of some stuff out of a bottle. It smells like vile, but everyone else seems to be enjoying it.
Okay, I'll take a small sip and I'm going. Whew.
Okay, you immediately get whiskey face.
All right.
He's like, I bet they don't got that stuff in Melbourne. Okay, so go ahead, tell me your story.
Okay, look, I was coming back from a job.
Yeah.
And I heard there were bounty hunters in the area, and it looked like I was in a bar right down the road, and they looked like, I don't know, there was 4 or 5 of them, and they came in, and I kind of freaked out, and I just got out of there as quick as I can because there's bounty hunters everywhere from what I heard, and I just panicked.
Are they looking for you?
I don't know. I hope they're not looking for me, but I wasn't taking any chances out there. They might have been looking for me
too. So you were doing a job here in town?
No, outside of town. I had just come from a job, but I think they followed me from where I was.
Okay, I see. Because if you were doing a job within 10 miles of this town, you got to pay us our cut.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely. I would have never have come into town and started doing anything without checking in first.
I just want to make sure you understand it. I don't know if they still do things the way we do things in Melbourne, but that's the way we still do things here because we play it square.
Yeah, no, I would never play it round or triangular or anything else. We still do that in Melbourne too. I would have checked in with you first if I was here for business. I just come into town and it was. I just needed something to drink. I just wanted to relax, and all of a sudden, freaking bounty hunters everywhere, and I just was like, whoa, just got out of there. Just freaking out.
All right. Well,
So what is it you expect me to do now?
I just need a place to like hang out and just chill for a little bit, and hopefully this'll go over well, and they'll leave, or maybe they're looking for somebody else. I don't know. I just know I kind of panicked, and I got out of there. Do you know if they're looking for anyone else?
I don't know nothing. Give me one more deception or perception check. I mean deception or performance.
I'm scared to push
Roll
this
high,
button.
roll high.
I'm scared to push this damn button. Motherfucker. You're gonna fucking kill me. I get another 3.
Well, I mean, all right. Let me tell you. I'll behind the DM screen here. He's been rolling really low insight, so.
Okay, good.
he rolled a 2 on his last insight, and he does not have any wisdom to help him there. So you're still he's still not sure what to make of you, but
Okay.
he doesn't seem to immediately suspect that you're immediately lying.
Right.
So he says, all right, Rock, why don't you go talk to our other guest and see if he's got any more information about this? And the other guy that was still inside with you, he's like, all right. And he goes off behind the counter and goes down one of the aisles. Okay, Kagre.
Yes.
Okay, so you saw him talking to the guy outside.
Okay.
Talking to the guy outside, and the guy lets him in. About a minute later, another guy comes out and starts talking to the other guy. The other guy kind of looks like embarrassed and stuff, and he's like shrugging, and he's just like, oh, what am I supposed to do? Give me another wisdom check. With advantage.
13. Advantage means what?
Roll again.
Roll twice and you take the highest.
Very good.
There we go.
17.
You pick up the boot prints, and they are heading towards O'Neill's Mercantile.
Okay.
You also notice the cloaked guys.
Yeah.
Are kind of far off, but they're kind of taking up position around the area, and they're kind of looking at you and looking at the Mercantile. One of them catches your eye, the Freddy, the guy who seemed to have been their leader. He looks at you and he just kind of does a subtle nod, not even like that Star Wars Return of the Jedi big nod. It's more subtle.
Okay. I give him a
Full
nod.
on nod, nerd, nerd, nerd.
I try to give him a affirmative nod gesture type thing, nonchalantly, just finger on the side of the nose. Yeah, whatever. He's in there.
Okay, it seems like he picks up on that. His eyes kind of open up a little wider, not in surprise, but kind of just oh, all right. So he seems to have picked up on that. You think?
Okay. All right. Is there an alley or anything I can duck into?
Yeah, kind of kitty corner away from the Mercantile. There is a bit of an alley between the Mercantile that people seem to be actually using and a belt maker.
Okay, nothing.
Bob's Belt Maker.
Nothing on the same side as the guild.
Yeah, I mean, there's on either side of the Nell's Mercantile. I mean, there are there's a street on one side, and there's a narrow alley between the Mercantile and a stable.
Am I on the stable side or the other side?
Right now, you're in the middle of that street that those things are by.
Okay.
So you could go either way.
All right. I guess I'm going to walk past them
Okay.
and then go into the alley. That's there.
On the side of the O'Nell's Mercantile or the alley on the other side of the street?
O'Nell's.
Okay. All right. They don't seem to have noticed you. How far down the alley are you going? It goes straight through to the other street. There don't seem to be any doors or windows on this side of the Mercantile.
All right. Then I'm going to go all the way around and check the other alleyway.
Okay. Actually, give me a perception check. Actually, what's your passive perception? 10 plus your wisdom.
13. Wisdom is 16, so that's plus 3.
Okay, you actually do notice as you're walking down the alley that it looks like some of the mud in the alley has been scraped in such a way that it makes you think that like a door has been opened from the side of the wall.
All right.
And it's like wooden planks and stuff.
Okay.
But it looks like it looks like a door open there, but you don't see a door there.
Okay. All right. Good night. Okay. I'm going to try to remember the spot, and I'm going to still continue down.
Okay.
Back around, see if there's any other entrances.
In the back, there's like a boarded up entrance, and there's a sign that reads "Closed for remodeling" on the other side of the building.
Buggy for a second.
What? 1 second.
Sure.
All right, while he's dealing with that, Mondo, how well does Coda know the town we're in? Like, decently well? How long have I actually been around?
Well, tell me why.
Do I just know enough of the names of the places in the town that, like, I just know, like, all right, like last week we were at the Goose Shield. You know, would that be on the other side of town just so I could throw them a name of a place that I know is on the other side of town, but they don't know I know that?
Yeah, absolutely. You've definitely been in town long enough to do something like that.
Okay.
Ow! You're fighting me.
Hey,
Never mind, it's not a good time. Okay. Ow! Bad Bubba. Get the
Oh my
suit
goodness.
on. It's one strap around his belly and one strap around his back. Bubba, come on, we gotta get this suit off you. Come on.
Oh, I know that growl.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. No. Oh, goodness gracious. Ooh.
Get them tomorrow. Yeah, we'll get it off later, okay? Okay? Good old fireworks.
Aw. Yeah. That'll do it.
Yep. He's in the bed.
He's got a suit on.
Alrighty. What was John doing?
He was asking me how well he knew the town,
You want that
and
lid?
I said he knows it well enough that if he wants to name drop places around town, he could.
Okay. Alright, does that back door look like it's been used recently or still operational?
Give me an investigation check. Okay.
Me laughing at myself because I just rolled a 1.
You're trying to figure out if that door has been used recently or anything, or still in any sort of use. And you see a really nice looking horse come riding by with like a guy on it. And you're just like, man, that's an awesome guy on that horse. That horse is awesome. Like, this is like, I ain't never seen nothing like this before. You're totally distracted by this guy on the horse. You have no idea whether or not the door has been like ever used ever. You're not even sure if it's really a door.
Okay. All right, I'm going to continue on, and
You're like, that cloud looks like a warehouse of some sort.
I'm going to continue around the building and make my way back to the bounty hunters,
Okay.
and let them know that there's a secret door on the far side.
Okay. All right.
If I notice anything else on my travel up that alley, great. If not, so be it.
Freddy says, all right, secret door on the side.
Back door, possibly.
How do you know it's a secret door? I mean, do you see anybody using it?
Mud was scraped away from an area.
Oh, all right. Is it if we need to try to go in over there, is the mud pretty obvious, like where it would be?
Yes.
All right. Now get away from me. I don't want to look suspicious.
All right.
And as you're walking away, he looks over at Skippy, who's like like a good distance away, but he like kind of scratches his head, and his fingers are doing some weird thing as he's scratching his head, and like Skippy kind of like nods, like does that little nod. Yeah. Okay, back inside. So what are you doing? You're still talking to Mickey.
Okay. I'm like, oh yeah, man, I'm just freaking out. I'm freaking out. You know what? As I escaped, what's a name on like the other side of town? Something I could like flash them.
Whatever you want.
Okay. Like the Goose Shield.
Yeah, you could use that. You could anything.
Okay. Yeah, do you know where the Goose Shield is?
Yeah, I know where the Goose Shield is. Yeah, I know where the Goose Shield is. It's where it's where I drink sometimes when I don't feel like drinking with these bums. I
got you. Yeah, I mean, is that close by? Because, I just remembered as I'm trying to calm down here. I think they said, oh, we spotted him near the Goose Shield as I was escaping.
Spotted who? Spotted you?
I don't know. They said I think we found him. Reinforcements are coming. He's by the Goose Shield. Where is that? Is that close to here?
They said reinforcements were coming?
That's what they said.
Yeah, no, the Goose Shield's like it's a little bit of ways. It's not too far. I mean, it's not a huge town or nothing, but they said reinforcements?
Yeah, they said reinforcements were coming.
Oh, this is not fucking good.
Rock comes back out from the from down that aisle, and Mickey looks at him, and he's just like, Rock. He's like, you gotta fucking tell him. You tell him he's gotta fucking go. They got reinforcements on the way. If they fucking, I don't want to get in trouble if they fucking find him here, because like some crazy shit happened where he was. He's gotta go.
You mean me? I'll go. Okay, I'll go.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fucking go. You're gonna fucking have to go too. But I mean, no, I'm talking about the other guy that's here. If reinforcements are coming looking for him, I don't know about you, but I know he's definitely got, he's got the death sentence in 12 systems. So, I know. I mean, they might be looking for you too, but I know they're definitely looking for this fucking guy. So.
So they're not looking. Maybe they're not looking for me. Well, I don't want to get you guys in trouble. I want to go too then. So how far is this place off? The Goose Shield place?
I don't know. It's like 6 blocks over that way, off of like Nut Street.
Fuck. We should probably go now then.
Yeah, you probably should, because
where's the way out that I could get out quickly and without maybe being noticed?
Look, I'm already getting into enough trouble here with the two of yous here. You know, the guildmaster's not in. You guys are like really fucking disturbing my calm. You just got to leave through the front door. I think I'm already in trouble now.
Shit, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring this trouble to you.
Okay, Rock has already left, and he comes back with that dwarf. And the dwarf looks at you, and he's just like, "Hey, aren't you the gnome that tried to help me?
I did?
You were distracting those bounty hunters so that I could get away. I really appreciate it, mate."
I don't even know you. I was trying to get away from those bounty hunters myself. They were crazy.
They are crazy. They've been after me for a while. I'm a wanted man. I've got the death sentence in 12 systems.
Well, fuck, we better get out of here. Because I think they're coming back. I overheard they said they got reinforcements coming.
Oh, man. Oh, hey, listen. Mickey, can we use the secret door on the side? No, you can't. You guys are already... Neither one of you should really even fucking be here. I've never even fucking heard of Melbourne, let alone know anybody there. And it's like when the guildmaster, Smitty, comes back, he's probably... If you guys are here, he's going to kick my ass. It's fucking bounty hunters. It's fucking reinforcements. I'm in so much trouble. This shit doesn't fucking... No, you guys just get out now. Hurry, run or something. I don't know what to tell you. Just run away.
Come on, dwarf. Let's get out of here.
All right. Oh, you got my back, bro?
I got your back. Let's go. Let's get the hell out of here.
All
I'm
right.
sorry, man. I turned to Mickey. I was like, I'm really, really sorry. I didn't mean to bring this trouble to you. Even though I think it was really him who brought the trouble, I just got caught up in the mix of this.
Yeah, I'm a troublemaker, but, you know, I'll get paid, right? You know what I'm talking about. And Mickey's like, whatever, just get the fuck out of my place. Holy shit. Oh, no, that wasn't Mickey's voice. He's like, whatever, get the fuck out of my place. Holy shit.
All right.
He's like, come on, friend gnome. Let's run.
All right, let's run.
Okay, so you guys are going out the front door?
If they won't let us go out the secret door, I mean, I don't know where it is. So I guess, yeah. So we'll make a break for it.
Okay. All right, Kagre. As you're standing there and, like, you know, people are signaling each other, you see Coda come out the front with that Ludre guy.
Okay.
Those other two guys are still standing on the front porch there.
All right.
All right, so Ludre's just like, which way do we go, friend gnome?
I look around and I see if I could point or find Kagre.
Yeah, you can definitely see Kagre. Like, you've been hanging out with him long enough. You definitely see Kagre.
Okay. I point down any place that isn't directly at Kagre, like off to the side a little bit, and I said, I think we should go that way. Like, kind of towards it, but not completely towards him.
I'm going to shut this up, but leave it open for you.
Okay.
You want me to get some air? Leave it open so you can
He's
get air.
like, all right, let's go, buddy.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
And I start jogging with my little gnome self.
And he starts jogging too. He's running. Are you like running past Kagre or like away from Kagre or?
I'm just gonna run with the dwarf until something happens, and then.
Well, I mean, you gave him a direction to run in. I'm just wondering if it's like gonna take you past Kagre or away from him.
No, definitely past. I wanted to go in that direction, so you know we're not running away from Kagre.
Okay, all right. So Kagre, they are like running towards you.
Okay.
Not at you, but towards you.
All right. What are the bounty hunters doing at this point? Do they even notice that?
Yes, they have tensed up, but they don't seem to be moving at the moment.
Okay.
But like the one guy, like, you know, the leader, Freddy, he nods at you, like a bigger nod this time.
Okay.
There's definitely like a tuba, like in the background, like. Murr, murr.
All right, I'm going to quickly knock an arrow
Okay.
and tell them both to get down. So to stop and just get down.
So exactly like Harry's saying it. I mean, just like get down, like you're gonna shoot someone behind them, or like get down, like they're captured.
Get down, they're captured.
Okay.
I'm going to be mainly yelling at Coda,
Right.
not the dwarf.
Okay. Everybody, roll initiative.
Oh God.
I got 12.
Kagri, you got 15.
I got a 15.
What's your dexterity?
1 second. 16, so that's 18.
Okay. You have initiative because you're what do you call it? Oh, well, yeah, for the bonus too. Actually, no, you're. I don't even need. With your bonus, you're definitely number one. All right, so I was just trying to see, like, I was doing a dex off between you and the bounty hunters, but
Okay.
with your bonus, you definitely beat them out. So those guys. So you're first. The bounty hunters are going to go next, followed by maybe somebody else, followed by Coda, and then somebody else is going to go after that. Okay, so you yell that. As you yell that, are you going to? Are you actually going to fire at something? Because you've got the initiative.
No,
So yelling that's like a free action.
Okay. I'm yelling basically for the gnome to get down. I'm going to see. I guess those two on the porch or whatever will probably start coming this way in a second, right?
Possibly.
Possibly. I'm going to say yes because I know you too well. I'm basically just going to yell for them to get down, and if they don't both get down, I'm going to put an arrow basically between their feet.
Okay. I'm going to say this is a surprise round because I rolled and, Ludray didn't notice you. So he's definitely surprised. So you're going to... neither of them are really going to have time to really get down. Well, actually, I suppose, yeah, no, they'd be able to during the surprise round. Like, that might be all he's able to do. All right, what are you gonna do? Kagray just yelled at you to get down. What are you doing, Coda?
I say, crap, they found us! And I hold my staff over my head like that, with both my hands on my staff, like ready to strike at something, like Ludray there, if I have to. But I'm going to hold action until, see what he does, if he keeps running or if he stops. But I stop. I say, oh, shit, they found us.
He's like, let's fight our way out, brother gnome. And he looks like he's reaching for his hammer. Kagray, regular round, what do you do?
Put an arrow in the dirt in front of the dwarf. Say, "Don't move," and knock another one quickly.
Okay, just give me a roll.
All right. That's 20.
Okay. And you said in front of the gnome?
In front of the dwarf.
Oh,
the dwarf is moving.
Okay, right.
Because gnome is like, "Hey, I'm good," and dwarf is grabbing for weapons.
Okay. He doesn't seem to be stopped by that. He's definitely surprised, like, but he thinks you just missed him. Like the look on his face is just like, hey, he missed me.
All right.
I'm gonna get this guy because he can't shoot for shit.
Next one's going in his arm or leg.
He looks like he's supposed to be a ranger. I think he's just having a laugh. He's having me on. He's giving me a yank, mate. He's trying to take the piss out me.
Oh, God.
Well, he couldn't you hit the broadside of a broad? And my ex-wife, she's quite the broad. She's a broad, she is. Okay, the bounty hunters. They all draw their weapons, but they are not moving. They're just like they're kind of like positioning themselves so that like there's really not a good way for these guys to get out rather than to fight their way out. But they don't seem to be interested in getting involved in the actual fighting.
Okay.
The two guys who are outside on the porch, who Coda knows are now named Sim and Knuckles, they're just like, hey, that's Dirty Pool! Ah! And they draw their short swords and they are running out into the street. They're not going to be able to reach you, but they do get to. They're flanking, you know, in a positive way, in a friendly way. They're flanking Coda and Ludre. And it looks like they're getting ready to join the fight. And they're like, hey, that's Dirty Pool! And one of them does yell. He's just like, you know, he's just yelling, Mickey, there's trouble outside! And as soon as he yells that, like, the door closes. It's like, Mickey, there's trouble outside! It's like, you know, close. Well, actually, no, Mickey, there's trouble outside! And the door, yeah, slams. Clunk. Okay. That was, that's what they do. Coda.
Okay. Being that I have my staff over my head and Kilgrave just shot an arrow at the dwarf's feet, I am going to use my staff and I'm going to swing at the dwarf's feet, saying, I'll stop that arrow! And I'm going to whack him in the leg.
Okay.
I say, I'll save you!
All right.
But I am going to take a full swing. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm sorry.
Are you two-handing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn it.
Better for the physical.
Yeah.
Okay, so you knock the arrow back out of the ground.
Uh-huh.
And he's just like, thanks, mate! Are you gonna move or anything? Do you have any other actions you can take?
All right. Is Chucky in front of us? Is Kilgrave in front of us?
Yeah, Cagray's probably about 30 feet in front of you.
Okay. I take. Where do I see the other bounty hunters?
Yeah, you see them.
Okay. Are they like in front of me, behind me?
Yes, there's one in front, one behind, and they're all about like 60 feet out. But there's one in front, one behind, and there's one in the alley who looks like on like one of those like right by the alley in the street, and he's closer. He's probably about like 30 feet away, and he looks like he's ready for business. And then Teddy is on the other side of the street, and he looks a little befuddled, but he does have a sword out.
Okay, I take a step back from the dwarf.
Okay. All right, so you're now basically like 5 feet behind the dwarf, and like you're at 5 feet within striking distance of the dwarf and one of those thieves, Knuckles, actually.
Okay.
Sim is about 10 feet away from you.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so Ludray is like, oh, and he charges at Kagre with his hammer, and he misjudges his swing. Unless a 6 hits you,
No.
he misjudges his swing, and he like swings it like a foot like way too early. So it just like you feel the air from his hammer. He seems like he's pretty good with it, but he definitely maybe he's got depth perception problems. So you feel the woof, and that is his action, and that is going to bring us back to you, Kagre.
All right, I'm going to shoot him in the shoulder with a arrow.
Okay, now he can get an opportunity attack on you because he is within like a he's right up on you and you're at point blank.
All right.
So he can get an opportunity attack while you're trying to shoot him.
All right.
Does a 13 hit your armor class?
No.
Okay, he does not hit you.
And I totally missed him because that was a 7.
Okay, yeah, so he threw your aim off. Like, he didn't hit you, but he threw your aim off by swinging at you. Okay. Are you going to move, or do you have any other actions you can take?
I'm going to try and get out of his sight, out of his range.
Well,
move back or...
Oh, yeah, you can do that because he already took an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
He already did a reaction, so... Yeah, so you're... how far are you backing up? You can go up... You can move up to 30 feet.
Back up about 30 feet, then.
Okay.
I have good range on my longbow, so...
Running away, eh? Okay. You're now near Freddy, the bounty hunter. You're pretty close to him. You're probably about 10 feet away from him. And he just he looks at you and he's just like, you guys are gonna make this right. And him and the other bounty hunters are just still standing their ground.
Right.
Okay. The Sim and Knuckles, they definitely notice the bounty hunters. They're just like, oh, it's a setup. It's a trap. That's like the millionth Star Wars reference I've dropped in this one. Sort of.
They're all appreciated.
It's like actually like the 4th. I kept using a lot of them over and over again, but one of them is rushing at Tommy and misses. The other one rushes at Teddy, and Teddy's just like, huh? And he does hit Teddy.
Oh no!
Ooh. Teddy's like, hey, ow! No fair, man. I can't see straight. Okay, and that is that's going to bring us back to the dwarf Ludray.
Okay.
Okay. Ludray is still coming after Kagre.
Alright.
And he swings his hammer again, and he might have hit. Does an 18 hit your armor class?
Yes.
Okay, he hits you for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
You never take me alive, couple. Come on, friend Noam. We've got them on the ropes.
Okay.
And that's going to bring us back to you, Kagre.
Alright. Shoot him again.
Okay, he misses with his opportunity attack on you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that
12.
would be good.
That's a hit?
Yeah, you hit him.
Did I get skipped?
Huh? Did you? The thieves? Oh, yes, you did. I'm sorry, Ben.
Okay.
I'll put you back in the order in the proper place. So you'll basically get to go twice this round.
Okay.
So I'm going to let you go after Kagre gives me some damage here.
Okay.
10.
Ooh. Ow! That really hurt me! He's shooting arrows and shit! And, okay, so Coda, what were you going to do that last round where I skipped you?
Cagray's arrow that missed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to aim for the closest part of the body on this dude that, so I could still pretend that I'm trying to block arrows and whack him.
Okay. Go for it.
All right, there we go. And I'm doing it only one-handed.
Okay, and that's on Knuckles?
No, the dwarf.
Oh, you'd have to,
Because I'm behind him now. I tried to take position behind him as he was... Oh, well, he rushed forward, so
Yeah.
I'd have to run...
So you'd have to
okay.
like, run. So you have to run with him, which you can
Okay.
do. You can absolutely do that.
Or you can take out Knuckles.
Was Knuckles attacking Tommy? Or was it
Actually,
the other
yeah.
way?
Knuckles ran away from you. As he was attacking, Knuckles was the one attacking Teddy. As he's running away from you, you can do an opportunity attack and a regular attack because Knuckles was close to you. So if you
Okay.
wanted to try to hit him, you can try to hit him twice if you'd like.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I
Either
would have hit
following
him.
him, or you can take the opportunity attack on him, and then you can like run up on Ludray.
Okay. Yeah. Let me hit that guy like I'm trying to hit arrows and.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I
and
hit
that was
him.
at 16, right? So you missed the arrow, of course, and you do hit him. So give me some damage on that staff.
All right. That before.
Okay. He's like, hey, watch it! Ow!
He's still shooting at you.
And then he does attack. He does attack Teddy after that. Okay. So we're back to where we were. All right. So now the scouts or the bounty hunters. Okay. The first bounty hunter attacks Sim, who is attacking him, and he misses. The second bounty hunter, Teddy, attacks Knuckles, and he misses. Freddy and Skippy are still holding, but the two guys that are being attacked are defending themselves. Okay. And that is going to bring us to Coda officially.
Okay. And.
Oh no! Wait, I'm sorry. I kind of skipped you again. Did you didn't attack? You didn't attack Coda like Ludray when you first like ran up on him. Attack Ludray when you run up on him. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm just skipping you all over the place.
I'm telling you, dude. You don't want me to do anything. Come on.
Because your rolls suck.
I guess, yeah. Can't do anything anyway. All right. Well, that was with my staff, and then I said, he's still shooting at you, and then I go ahead and try to punch him in the head like I'm trying to block an arrow.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
Okay. That hits double damage.
Okay. That's 6 points. That'd be a total of 8.
Okay. Are you trying to kill him?
No, just whack him in the head.
What does it look like when you punch him in the back of the head and he goes down?
As I say, he's still shooting at you. I'm trying to help you. He's like, oh, thanks. And then I accidentally punch him in the back of the head, really, for sure. And so,
Okay.
And he just falls down.
Okay. He falls down, and he does take 2 more lethal points of damage. He's unconscious, but he takes 2 more lethal points of damage as that arrow that, like, that Kagure, like, really stuck in him really nicely, like, pushes through the other side of his, like, ribs. It just, like, pushes through. Like, it was just kind of stuck there in his side. Now it's, like, now it's sticking out.
Okay.
And he is unconscious. Okay. So that's what happened then. So what is Coda going to do now? Because now that was that time I skipped you that I feel terrible about.
Okay.
So now it would actually be your turn for real.
Okay.
All that other stuff just happened in your imagination. Did you see the Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah.
That's what you were really doing. You were doing that whole thing where you were like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Once Kagre hits him with an arrow, I will punch him in the back of the head. He'll fall down, the arrow will stick out of him. Yes.
Okay.
So so he's down. What are you doing?
I run toward the guy who's fighting the injured bounty hunter.
Okay, you can make you can make it to him.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna continue to play stupid.
Okay.
Just because I don't know, it's funny. And I'm like, the dwarf is down. The dwarf is down. And I make it like I'm swinging toward the bounty hunter, but I really swing at the guy.
Don't roll a 1.
Okay, how's an 11?
Okay. You hit him.
Good. 3 points.
He's like, hey, you hit the wrong guy. And that was oh, that's the same guy. That's the same guy you already hit. The one that was going after Teddy. So you hit him again.
Oh.
And he's like, stop helping me. Actually, let me make him. I'm gonna give him a chance to make an insight check and see if like he's fooled by you. He is not. He's just like, stop helping me. You're not helping me.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna take, but definitely my bonus martial arts strike and hit him again. Does a 13 hit him?
It does. He's like, you're not helping me. I'll kill you.
4 points.
What does it look like? Are you trying to kill him, or is it lethal or non-lethal?
Damn it. I don't want him to recognize me if we hang out in this town. Maybe I'll make it lethal.
Okay. What does it look like when you kill Knuckles?
Just as his realization hits that, you know, I'm a big freaking sham, and I've fooled the thieves. I've deceived all the thieves. In that moment of realization, that's when I whack him right in the freaking head, and his eyes just go, boink. His eyes just dilate, and he's like, fuck.
Okay, so Knuckles is down. Ludray is dead, so he does not get to go. And Sim is still attacking the other bounty hunter. Kagre, what do you do?
Shoot an arrow at Sim.
Okay. Okay, misses barely.
Okay.
So Johnny's still trying to defend himself, and he misses. And that's going to bring us back to Sim, who also misses, and that's going to bring us back to Coda.
Can I reach Sim?
No, you can dash to Sim, but that would use up your action. So you can get over there, but you wouldn't be able. Well, actually, you can do your unarmed strike, I think. Do you have to make an attack action in order to do your unarmed strike as a bonus action? Or can you do it with a dash?
I left the player's handbook up with Carl while he was rolling his character, so.
I have it right here. I'm gonna check on that really quick because I am not sure. Classes, monk. No. Is that part of like
That was like on the first page of the monk, I think. It's just like my bonus action, so it wasn't like any certain particular.
Okay, yeah, it says when you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or monk weapon, right? So you do not get that extra attack, but you were over there.
Okay, so I'm going to get over there. I'm going to be like, what was his name? Knuckles is down. Knuckles is down.
Okay. Okay, the dwarf is still dead, so that's going to bring us back up to Kagre again.
All right. Shooting sim. 19.
That hits him.
Eight points of damage.
Okay, you hit him really good. Like, he's got an arrow sticking out of him. Where is my... I want my screen back, man. I want my screen back. He's got, like, an arrow, like, in his chest, and he's just like, oh, that hurts. No, wrong voice, man. I can't do this when I'm too tired. I keep mixing up my voices. He's like, that hurts. It hurts. You rebel scum. That's going to bring us back to the bounty hunters. So Johnny swings and misses. Sim. Who's Sim attacking now, actually? Let me give it a 50-50. Well, actually, let me give him an insight and see if he still thinks, oh my god. He's just like, help me, gnome, help me. And he attacks Johnny. He rolled a 1 on his insight. He's like, I have an arrow in me. Help me, gnome. And he hits Johnny for 7 points of damage. Johnny's pretty hurt. Johnny's like, ow, motherfucker. Oh no, actually Johnny's down. Johnny is down. Yeah, Johnny dropped. And Coda, what do you do?
I'm going to swing my staff at the point where the arrow penetrated his chest.
Okay.
Pretending like I'm trying to block it.
All right.
God.
I got a 14.
Okay. You knock the arrow like up into his. Well, actually, I probably should have let you do that. But you knock the arrow like up into his lung. What's your damage?
7.
Okay. What's it look like? What's it look like when this guy dies?
He's like, help me, help me. So I swing, and the arrow just like gets thrust through his chest, like right out the back, and he just looks at me with like this dumbfounded belief, like, you idiot. And he
okay. All right, that's all of them. He drops. That thing happens that you said. He's dead. Freddy and Skippy walk over and they pick up. Well, Skippy walks over and picks up Ludre. Teddy goes and tries to give first aid to Johnny. And Freddy just looks at you guys. He's just like, all right, you made it right. I appreciate that.
Sorry he's dead.
No, he's just unconscious. The gnome just knocked him out.
Okay.
Okay.
Although that arrow sticking at him, that might... Hopefully he won't die before we get him back to where we need to get him so that we can get our money.
Okay.
Like I said, you guys made it right, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. And really, I did not mean to thwart your stuff going on there.
I will say you're probably going to want to watch out for the Guild of the 11 Fingers in this town because, you know, I don't know if the guys inside fell for your trick, gnome.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but I had to make it right.
Yeah, well, we appreciate that.
What town are we in, by the way?
I don't know. What town are you in? Give me a name. Either one
Get
of
the fuck out of here. Moving. In the town of Moving.
The town of what?
Moving.
Moving? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm moving out of here.
It is spelled Moovin. Moovin. It used to be a cattle town.
So were those cow pie golems?
Yes. They were cow pie golems. Cow pie
God.
He's like, if you guys go back to the rec room, we're probably gonna get rooms there, and we'll buy you a drink at least. I mean, we're not gonna give you any of the bounty because we would have caught this guy without any trouble.
I understand. I appreciate that.
We'll
I will take
buy
you up on your
guys.
drink.
Yeah, we'll buy you guys a round of drinks.
Okay.
And they
That's
take you
fair.
back to the rec room and they buy you guys drinks.
All right. That's fair.
And that was tonight's one shot.
All right.
That was that turned out pretty good. I had no idea what I was going to do with that whole thing.
Okay.
I made that whole shit up on the fly. I couldn't find any of my other one shots except for the one that I'm saving for the what do you call it? For one of the
Chaos Inc.
Yeah, and I almost used it except for the fact that I don't want you to know what happens because it's got a little intrigue to it. And I was like, well, I'll just use this because I can't find my other ones. And I was like, oh, wait a second, I can't do that because if John's there when we do it,
I'll know.
Then yeah, he'll know. And while I trust you to separate, player knowledge from character knowledge, it's going to be less fun for you to do it a second time around.
I gotcha.
It's not like going through Halo again.
The hell was that? It almost sounded like a lion.
I would say it was like a bear blowing his nose, but
Good for me.
Well, we think it was from your house, though. You got all those weird sounds. I guess you're immune to it, being that you're used to it, probably. But
yeah, probably.
yeah.
No, it's not my house at all.
Okay.
It sounds like farting.
Is that the dog?
Not my dog. If we had smell-o-vision, you would know that he's farting. But they're all SBD, so.
That's funny. Okay.
You know what it is? It's I got him, fucking bastard. I got him new biscuits. Sort of. I got him like the milk bones I always get, but this time I got him the ones that come in like different flavors.
Right.
So when I gave him one, like I gave him his first one tonight, and he came running like, "Oh, you got a biscuit for me? Woo! I'm such a good boy!" And he took it in his mouth, and then he like immediately dropped it and like looked at it because I've so far I've only gotten him the normal ones. So it's kind of like, you know how like even if you get something that's tasty, if it's not what you were expecting to put in your mouth, you kind of like, what is this?
Yeah.
Like how I get like if someone gives me coffee with sugar and doesn't tell me it's sugar, I'm like, That's kind of what he did. He was like, and he was like, what the fuck? And I was like, dude, I said I got you nice ones, like eat it. And he looked at me and then he ate it. And when I gave him a second one a little later for being a good boy, he ate that one without any trouble. But I couldn't believe it. I was like, I gave him something with like liver flavor or beef flavor, and he's just like, bleh. This is not my usual milk bone, you fuck.
Poor little bastard.
But I'm thinking maybe that's what's making him fart, like the juicy, meaty coating. Juicy, meaty coating. Well, this was fun, but I am kind of exhausted.
Okay.
I'm sure John's probably tired too. Chuck, this is probably like noon for you, isn't it?
Yeah, roughly.
Maybe not noon, but like probably like it's probably like 6 p.m. This is like you're just getting home from work time, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, I figured.
Unwinding still.
Yeah, lucky bastard. I miss those days. God, that's awesome.
I just gotta figure out how to get my picture down there instead of that squiggly, stupid thing.
Huh? Oh,
Yes.
Go
Oh.
to. Are you talking about where it's like says like Mondo, Kagre, and John
Yeah,
Webster?
you're drinking coffee out of a Kings Valley mug.
Yeah. Go to my settings on the like above the chat where you've been like rolling,
Right.
and all the way down, maybe not all the way, about halfway down, you should see player avatar size,
Right.
and you'll have on the drop down it'll be large, regular, small, names only.
Right.
I have mine set for names only.
All right. Then I see no names.
You should see unless we're talking about different things. You should see like Mondo C, Kagre, and John Webster.
Yeah, that's what I see. But I don't see your picture anymore.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Is that what you-
I don't mind seeing your picture. I don't want my thing to be that blue
Oh,
design.
got you. That is something you have to change in Hangout. So if you go to Hangout settings, no, it might be.
Control room. Hang on, toolbox. Because it's only in D20. Roll 20.
John, what do you have? Like, what is your thing in Roll20? Let me turn these back into things.
Mine is a different color squiggly thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be like you'd have to like log into Roll20, like actually set up an account, which are free,
Okay.
and then you could like upload a picture. Like I have a Roll20 account, so that's the picture I use for my Roll20 account.
All right.
Yeah, so you guys got those.
Well, then I'll stop trying to look for how to change it then.
Yeah. I thought you just wanted to minimize it because that was a problem when we first started doing this because it's like blocking like half the screen.
Yeah, when they're large.
Yeah, so we figured that one out pretty quick.
Very regular.
But yeah, if you go into Roll20, yeah, you can change that setting. All right, I'm going to stop the broadcast. So anyone who's actually watching us live, I don't think anyone watches us live. I don't post it that we're playing. But there's a couple of people who've subscribed to like my YouTube channel, so there could be people watching on the YouTube as we talk. But I'm going to stop the broadcast. So if you're watching or if you're going to watch later, thanks for watching, and I'm going to stop.